had no idea that there were 60-year-olds leaving TikTok. Making an announcement. You're like emotionally going, I have made a lot of friendships here. It's like, that's illegal. That's against the law. What do you mean you've made a lot of friendships here?
Right.
What are you talking about? I mean,
we had been day drinking when we were in Florida, visiting my family, and we saw these little kids, like 5th graders, by the pool in this place, and we walked in on them, and they were choreographing. We were like, what are you doing? And we've been drinking.
Right.
And they're like, oh, and they're in their school uniforms. They're like, we're making a TikTok. And we both were like, we're on TikTok? And they were like, oh, okay. These are like 10, 11-year-old girls.
They're going to get kidnapped.
And then they're like, what's your handle? And I was like, I spelled it out for them. And then as we walked out, I realized that the last one I had posted was me pulling my nose and going, and I was like, oh, we gotta go. We gotta get out of here. You know?
Fucking a lot of creepy things down there. Rest in peace, you know, he was good to me.
A lot of creepy things. Rest in peace. The best eulogy ever. He did a lot of creepy things. It wasn't good. Rest in peace.
Yeah, he was a creepy fuck.
He was living with his brother.
Poor guy.
Memorial service, I would die. He did a lot of creepy things. Rest in peace. He's a real piece of shit. Rest in peace. I never could tell his hair was his. Rest in peace.
Doc, don't trip. You ever got to a funeral and the guy's talking and they give a memorial in the back of your head? You're like, this is such a bullshit. Last time I saw this guy just do a blow off the strip his ankle. And this kid, he's a loving father, sure. Yeah. You should have seen him that night. How much he loved this kid. He had his tongue up that fucking yob's fucking asshole with coke on it.
So wait, does Ching Chong really not mean anything?
I think Ching Chong means hello, maybe.
Can we just address something about it though? It's a fun thing to say.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate that it has negative, racial connotation because it really feels.
It flows off the tongue.
It flows off the tongue.
Tell me you guys have seen, there is a very offensive meme, okay? It's a mentally handicapped Asian guy, and he's a maestro of an orchestra.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
And it says, and a 1, and a 3, and a ching chong potato.
Yeah.
And it's easily the funniest meme I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah, right.
Is it offensive?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. It's just very funny. Very funny.
But also,
Double tap.
it would be nice if it was acceptable to use for you know what I mean? Like, let's say you were like, hey, my mom made this dish, and I was like, what is it? And then you'd be like, it's just ching chong shit, you know? And I got line drunk with, the guy that was running Houston?
How we doing? How we all doing?
That guy?
No, not on a track. No, the creepy guy. Yeah, he's a creepy fuck.
The creepy guy's dead. The other guy.
No, he's a creepy fuck. They sent him to Arlington. He's the rapist. He's the
Jeez, I wasn't saying any of
They put him in Arlington. You know, Dan Murr is a fucking dirty coke. like a filthy coke fiend. He would get so coked up that you think he had a stroke. His lip would turn like years. One night when I had the really bad sleep apnea, and I really wasn't sleeping. I didn't know what the sleep apnea with the effects were yet. I passed out one night really hard. I wake up to the door bang, and it's Joe Rogan pre-marijuana. He was fucking miserable. I always say he was an ape. You ever see the evolution of an ape? That's what he was an ape.
Yeah.
If your parent doesn't know that you're smoking meth and you're out in the streets and you're doing stuff, that's on them, man. They should have had an eye on you. So it's not your responsibility.
Who's dick would you suck? Like, how do you...
Oh my God, you can't let it go?
Are we going to go into dick sucks?
I want to... First of all, are
I'm
you...
Bobby off the hook with the dick sucks already.
Were you naturally good at it? Because I feel like...
Oh my God.
I feel like
yeah.
As a guy, you're like, I know what I like, so you have like certain skills, right?
That's silly.
I just want to say this to you, and I'm not going to go into detail about it.
Okay.
But when you're young, you don't know what you like.
Yeah.
So I think it was pretty much amateur hour.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I would probably I wouldn't go down to the sack or the taint.
Yeah.
Right, and go, you like that? Right. I think it was more like, you know, licking the tip and going, you know, does that suffice? What?
It's just funny that the picture you feel.
Yeah. Like if I was.
Look how happy he is. He's never this joyful.
Yeah. If I was
never
a gay man and you were gay, and you and I were having sexualities with each other, you and I would probably be like, we probably know what we liked, you know?
Of course.
And we would do extra things, you know, to please ourselves.
Sure.
I would like to please you.
Thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I like that.
But yeah, he was a kid, babe. Kids don't know how to give blowjobs, in case you're wondering. I mean, is that enough of an answer for you?
And were you blowing adults? Or
No, oh my God. You can't let it go, man. You can't let it go, man.
What is it?
And this is your fault, sweetie.
Do you like that?
Yeah. It's your
Oh
fault.
my God.
So check this out. This guy, with his brother, some cool happened.
What?
My brother didn't believe me. So when he smoked with me, he put in his dick. I couldn't believe how big his dick was. He jacked off 4 strokes and shot the most cum he ever shot. He's fine. He has no neurotic problems at all. His dick is even harder, thicker, and even more cummy. Please me now.
It was such a good ad for meth heads, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, I want to take a truck stop shot too. I want to get it.
Yeah, but don't you run the risk of getting stabbed
You also run
by
the
like
risk,
drifters and
you also could like meet a cool guy.
koalas?
Yeah. Well, then the truck stop shower conversation led to what else happens at truck stops.
Right, good things.
I was like, hey, are there really? He's like, lot lizards? And I go, what?
I like the phrase lot lizard.
Lot lizards. He's like, oh yeah, they're there. I go, what happens? He goes, they knock on your door. They knock on your door. They just come up, sneak through the
lot lizard.
and then, you know, they ask if you want some. I go, are they everywhere? And he goes, not everywhere. He's like, California sure has a few.
The nice weather, yeah. The lot lizard are afraid.
And then sometimes it's a different way. Sometimes he said, like, you'll like driver will, like, obviously, he like knows somewhere in the area. You'll see like cars pulling in that they're clearly it's been arranged, like maybe
Arranged beforehand, you mean?
yeah, like the guy knows that this girl works in this area.
This lizard.
So a lizard will show up, and then I was like, oh, what's that like? He's like, I don't know about that.
Yeah, sure. He doesn't know.
I'm like,
He's
know.
like, Deb, I don't know. What's a
You know
lot
about
lizard?
these lot lizards.
I don't know. I'm so innocent. I'm just a dummy.
Yeah, I wouldn't be in a lot lizard. But I would like, I mean, I think a fun fantasy would be like a stranded girl, you know? Who's like,
Okay.
I don't have any way to get to...
I already know where this is
I
going,
don't know
Dirty
how
John.
to get
Dirty Tom.
to Dallas. I'm stuck here. I'm like, well, I'm going to Dallas. You are? Yeah. Come on over. And then she gets on the bus. I'm like, now you got to pay the toll, you know? And then you just wear her out, and, you know. And
Wear her out? What do you mean, babe?
You know.
In the bang bus?
Yeah.
Well, you told me you guys take your turns on that.
That's what I'm saying. Well, I'm saying with this stranded girl, it's like she gets the business from me. I give it to my
stranded girl.
I give it to the opening act. He runs through it, and the driver takes his turn, and then we drop her off nowhere close to the house.
Wow, that sounds like
like, where is this? And I'm like, Montana. Good luck.
Yeah. You shouldn't hitchhike, you stupid bitch.
There you go. I wasn't going to go that far.
We waited 3 hours for you to arrive. And we would have waited forever.
I am sorry. I already apologized. I'm sorry.
You were the Sir Thomas, okay? And we know,
I'll tell you this. This is actually just more wholesome than the only other time that I completely forgot I was scheduled to do a podcast.
Yeah.
So this is the second time. Today, I was at a big tennis match. You know, I was out in the sun. I got home, showered, laying on the couch. Literally, Andrew's like, let me know when you get there. And I was like, fuck, right? And I just panicked.
Yeah.
Got my kid dressed, and I was like, you guys got to watch him. And I jumped in the car and drove. The last time was in I want to say this is 2012. Holy shit, but I remember like it was yesterday. And I had agreed to do the Sklar Brothers podcast.
Which is one of the best.
They're great. They're great guys, and they're like, hey, will you, come on Friday and see you at noon? And I go, yeah, okay. I'm jerking off, looking at my phone, watching, poking my, and it just, the iPhone thing, it's like Randy Clark, and I'm like, and as soon as I see his name, I'm like, fuck! So he's like, are you close? I was like, to coming? Yeah. Do you have a guess?
Okay. Now, the fact that she can speak clearly means there's nothing in her mouth. So I'm going to go with not dick sucks. Originally, I thought dick sucks. Obvi. So it's not a dick suck. I'm thinking she said there's a fist and a cock.
Good ear.
Thank you. I'm going to go with she's got a fist in her beehole and a cock in her beehole.
Wow. Nadav, do you weigh in?
Yeah, I'll say, Christina, you're really close. There is a fist in the V-hole. And there's nothing in there.
He sounds kind of bummed out.
Wow.
Why are you so bummed out?
What's the problem?
Well, I got a text last night at around 9. I was getting ready for bed. Because, we have early call times on show days.
Yeah, and
Tom just sends me very vague links to heavyr.com that are just category links.
Yeah.
And it's like, hey, go in here, find stuff that sounds funny, looks funny, and prep it for tomorrow. And it's like, I'm supposed to be in the studio in 12 hours, and Tom just assigned me half a day's work.
Yeah. Did you stay up till 2 in the morning?
No, I told him, hey, can we push this to maybe next week? He's like, get at least a couple. Oh my God.
Where did you find this website?
Well, here's the thing.
That's a really cool story. Go ahead.
I have learned what the R stands for in heavyr.com.
You don't have to share it.
What's R?
No.
Because they ruled out a lot of the clips that I thought would have been fun, but
I just learned it after you told me. Don't worry about it.
Who was one of the most unique people that ever came out to see you perform? Or somebody that shocked you that
was like at the show or something?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think, man.
I'm trying to think of a good one too. I don't have an answer really.
Did Tyson ever come to one of your shows?
Tyson came to my show in Pittsburgh, yeah.
Wow.
That was pretty wild.
Tyson Chandler?
Yeah. No, it's weird. I mean, to be like hanging out with Mike Tyson.
Oh, Mike Tyson.
Yeah. Like,
wow.
To like, and have you just like hang out and smoke cigarettes in your green room smaller than that room. And you're just like, what's up? Like,
how many white dudes would it take to jump Mike Tyson now at his age?
Right now? Yeah. Depending on the type of dude.
What about you and me?
Oh, no, we'd be dead.
We'd be dead. I wouldn't do it. Listen to me, man. You think that, like, being the way I look, I was killing it in the 90s? I wasn't. Because, imagine this. Look at this body.
Yeah.
You didn't have this body. Right. Okay? You didn't have,
why you gotta make it like that?
I didn't do anything.
I mean, that's what I'm thinking, but don't.
I know, but you don't have what I have.
I think that you're wrong because
I don't care what you
you're
think.
not going to
it's
believe
not what
this.
I thought.
I know, but you're not going to believe this. But I sincerely, from the get-go, found you attractive.
All right. I mean,
I also grew up around a lot of Koreans.
Funny.
Yeah.
She's like, in high school, I would have dated you.
Yeah,
No,
good
you
for
wouldn't.
you. Here around
You
5:30.
would have never even seen me. I'm out in the woods. I'm in the woods during lunch, snorting crystal meth.
You dated ugly?
Oh yeah, I fucked a ton of ugly guys because I wasn't that cute either. When I first came from the Philippines, I had a fucking
I wouldn't want you,
braces.
bitch, back then. You know
Yeah,
what
and
I mean?
a poor tooth to gum ratio. I was a mess. Who else could I couldn't
The
have
best
fucked hot
part
boys.
of that statement was like, of course I would have dated you. I dated other ugly guys. My older sister, I have an older sister and a younger sister. My older sister.
Your older sister's 92.
92 years old.
Wild.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
We're born so far apart. But she has been the person at fault in
Thank you. I appreciate
13
it.
or 14 car accidents.
Yeah, I hope it
Yeah.
does too.
Take her license away.
I know.
That's it. What state is this in?
A few, but mostly in Wisconsin and Florida.
She's a national problem on the road.
It's unbelievable.
Time, let me ask you something, not to cut you off.
Yeah.
In Wisconsin, there isn't a 3-strike laws. So maybe that's why because
that's where she started driving.
Okay, because I don't know if you know this. We used to joke about this in Chicago. Wisconsin has no law in DUI culture. If you get 3 DUIs, you have a license. Your license is expelled for the rest of your life, right? Well, 3-strike states, California.
Yeah.
Most places that
Illinois
apply
like that.
Yeah. If you have three DUIs, you're done for done.
Yeah.
Wisconsin does not have a 3-strike law for DUIs. There was a woman, sorry to interject, but there was a woman, I remember reading a story, she had 12 DUIs.
Yeah, I've always heard those stories. Yeah.
But Wisconsin, because Wisconsin cops are like, come on, Daddy, get home, will ya? And she's like, oh, Rich, you get it at home. They're like, oh, shit.
Gotta take you in.
Come on, will you follow us? Will you follow us? Getting like, Wisconsin has that like drinking country lifestyle where they're like, she's
thought you were
queer.
Falls asleep. Yeah, we gotta take her. You know what was really funny? We'll do the podcast live, your mom's house live.
Yeah.
And people will come up to us, and I'll be like, how's it going? Thanks for coming. They're like, I really like that Steve bro more. I'll be like, thanks a lot, man. And then they'll be like, we came out kind of hoping to see that. I'm like, we didn't advertise that. Like, you tell me how disappointed you are?
Yeah.
Wanted to see a different movie? Like, it's
So
we told you we were
be honest, when was the last time you got 69?
69?
I'm gonna be honest. I know that it was I'm gonna say 6 years, at least 6 years.
No, it's not that long.
69.
Yeah, it's not that long. No, it's been a while, but not that long.
The sex position?
69, yeah.
Why are you asking personal shit with his wife?
He's fucking bird.
Because we were talking about 69.
Look,
you were talking about 69 and early. But
That was nice.
but the part you're gonna really love, so they're GoPro Hero 4 Blacks. Guess what they're called?
What?
That one's Wesley Snipes. That one's Kimbo Slice.
Uh-huh.
And that's Jameis Winston.
He's so glad.
Dude, Jameis Winston.
Not skin tone.